Hey, good morning, my friends. It's Patrick Allmond here from StopDoingNothing.com, and I thought I would talk to you this morning about the importance of morning nutrition. As you know, I'm a big fan of, I've told you about my morning routine over the years. I'm a big fan of, a large amount of water when you first wake up, and right now it's about 6:40 Central Time where I'm here in Oklahoma City, and I've already had my water, and I'm actually really on par with my morning routine. So I thought I would cover with you the kind of things I eat and drink in the morning because I believe that those things that you put in your body first thing in the morning kind of affect your energy level and how you feel. I mean, if you're going to be dragged down with poorly performing sugars and things like that, then you're not really going to be in the mood to do all the other cool stuff we talk about, to take care of your body, to go to the gym, to be in a good mood, to be really interested in your self performance and self success. Now, by no means am I a doctor or a nutritionist. I've just discovered over the years what I need in my body and what works for me and what keeps my energy level up. So, like I said before, water is the very first thing I take in the morning. And I've said 32 ounces before. Sometimes I do 16 ounces. It doesn't really matter. It needs to be more than a sip, okay? It needs to be, like I said, I like 32 ounces because I can gulp down 32 ounces pretty fast. But that's me. I'm 250 pounds plus. You may be a smaller person. You may not need as much, but just make sure it's a few cups of water. And also, I'm also a big fan of standing first thing in the morning, standing for a while, not getting your morning coffee or your morning water and sitting down first thing. Stand up, walk around, force your body to wake up. These things are better than any cup of coffee in the world. The strongest cup of coffee in the world, in my opinion, cannot wake you up faster than just standing up, walking around, stretching, and drinking water. Now, when it comes to food, there are a couple of things a couple of different morning routines I have, and this morning I'll cover the basic ones. First of all, while the water, if I'm on my schedule, while the water is cooking, I do fix a pot of coffee, and so the pot of coffee is already done today. And so I do like a cup of coffee in the morning, usually a couple of cups throughout the day, but again, I intersperse those with a lot of water. Second of all, I exercise a lot. I exercise 3 days a week, and I do that a lot with weights, and muscle maintenance and muscle growth requires protein. So I'm a big egg fiend, and so this morning I fried 5 eggs, which again, when I'm on my schedule, that's what I'll do first thing in the morning. Is I will fry 5 eggs with some vegetables and some quick spices. I like cheese, but again, that's extra fat I don't need, so I don't put it on all the time. So this morning I just polished off my 5 eggs. I keep the yolks in there, I keep the whites in there. I know different nutritional theories have you take out the yolks for cholesterol or things like that, but I've also read the fact that the yolks contain a lot of the protein which you need to maintain your cells. So, like all things, take them in moderation. So yeah, I'll mix up 5 eggs, throw in some frozen vegetables in the pan, fry that up, put some spices in there, fry that up, and I can usually, gobble that down pretty fast. And then the rest of my morning routine, morning breakfast routine, which I haven't hit yet, I'm going to do right after I make this video, is I fix oatmeal. Oatmeal is, just great for fiber, not the instant stuff, just the good old Quaker oatmeal. I've got a little metal pan that I don't even have to measure the water anymore. I just know where the water sits. I get the water boiling, dump in a cup of oatmeal, turn off the burner, and the residual heat from the boiling cooks it all. So it's sitting out there on the stove right now. So this is, and then like I said, also I'll probably hit a second cup of coffee pretty soon. And so I know that's not terribly, I'll fill in a multivitamin and a probiotic also. And I'm sure you've heard some very complex morning routines, but that really is all I need to get me going. That gets my metabolism moving, kind of ups my energy level, gets some caffeine in my system, which I'm a big fan of. And while I'm doing that, I may catch up on social media, read some news, clean out my email inbox, things like that. And I'll intersperse all that, like I said, with some standing and walking around. I'm also like to go in my backyard and get some fresh air in my body because all evening I've been sleeping in the recirculated air in the house. So I like to get some fresh air in my eyeballs and some fresh air in my lungs first thing in the morning also. So again, quick recap, morning water as always, a high protein, something high protein first thing in the morning because our body needs protein for muscle maintenance and muscle growth. And if you're the type of person who likes to work out a lot with weights like I am, you've got to have a good amount of protein. Um, I've I've heard you need as many protein grams as your body is what your body weight is. So, for example, if you're 250 pounds, you need 250 grams of protein. Then again, I was recently talking to a guy who's in the middle of getting his degree at the gym that said, excuse me, he's not getting his degree at the gym. He works at the gym, and he's getting his degree in fitness. Is said that that's a really high amount of protein, and you don't really need that much protein. And I've noticed because I am 250 pounds plus that it's almost impossible for me to get in that amount of protein. I'd have to be eating, 2 chicken breasts every 2 hours and some tuna and the eggs and things like that. So again, high protein. Remember the general philosophy. Good clear liquids like water first thing in the morning, high protein breakfast, something, and then something follow on with, productive carbs like fruit. In my case, I'll do fiber. The oatmeal has fiber and carbs in it, and then I'll get the rest of my morning routine going. I'm kind of curious though, what kind of breakfast or morning routine do you have that keeps you at a high energy level? We can all learn from each other, but that's mine. I hope that helps you. Please leave some comments below, and if this has been useful to you, share and like this all over social media. Maybe we can kind of work in this world about getting people to come up with better morning routines. I've also noted, by the way, that my morning routine is actually not terribly expensive. I buy eggs in 30 and 60 egg batches, and sometimes I buy Quaker brand oatmeal, and sometimes I just buy the generic brand oatmeal. So this is also not meant to be terribly expensive. So again, if this has been useful for you, like and share this around social media. Comment below with what your morning breakfast routine is. And until the next video, take care, enjoy your coffee. I'm going to get a second cup, and take care of your body. I hope you have a great, great day.